The XR files are protected by the data lockdown system and are only for authorized users. Anyone who is unauthorized will be arrested or shot dead.
Databank file 015. Facility number not applicable. IDN 010-011. Name B4RK. Classification Class 3. Containment procedures. Subject is to be terminated by firing squad with miniguns and flamethrowers, then chopped into bits and disposed of in the sun. Description: B4RK is a Canis Infernum hellhound, originally serving Apex Army but stayed in the IRS after the merging. He worked on the development of Comlink and the MS-930 plasma rifle, but his experimentation grew ever more darker. During the Apex uprising on FireRock, B4RK left FireRock in his custom-built space carrier called B4RK PR-1D3 and began construction on deadly space weapons like death rays and antimatter cannons. He nearly completed a functional space bridge, but it was obliterated by meteorites. So he began to experiment on animal specimens: bear, crocodile and dragon. His space carrier entered a space rip and he entered a space warp where he had enough time to complete the subjects. As he exited the space warp, he arrived at a planet called Withergate. He landed in Sunset City and unleashed bio-warfare. Upon landing, eradicating the population and running the survivors underground into the subway. He then released his bear known as Heavy, his crocodile known as Boom, and his dragon known as Shadows, and trained them in the use of heavy weapons combat, then let them go into the wild to harass the Darklands Federation. What B4RK didn't expect was the massively expanded Darklands Federation, who was already taking over the Griffinstone Kingdom alongside the arrival of the IRS and the SG-5 Task Force Alpha. B4RK couldn't control his creations and they attacked both Darklands Federation and IRS Titan Gate outpost. This caused the IRS to go to war with the Darklands Federation, plunging Withergate into a dark era of war. B4RK took control of a junkyard with his cyberhounds to repair his space carrier and left, leaving the cyberhounds behind to secure the junkyard for his return. Last known location: Withergate, Sunset City. Refer to the IRS report, Ref 014 Document 0078, for details related to their discovery. Refer to the IRS report, Ref 014 Document 0079, for details related to the current location. References: IRS report, Ref 014 Document 0078, for details related to their discovery. B4RK, also known as Private Fire Claw, joined the Apex Army at 18 and served the Apex Army until their defeat at the Battle of Hellgate, where they were then merged into the IRS. IRS report, Ref 014 Document 0078, for details related to the current location. Subject was last spotted by civilians of Sunset City as he plowed down Main Street in a space carrier and then released a bear, crocodile and dragon. Then 30 minutes later, launching a canister of a biological disease known as the Dark Zombie virus, and then left. The virus was blamed on the Darklands Federation, who was invading the Griffinstone Kingdom, who in turn blamed the IRS, who just arrived in the eastern region, who then blamed a local chemical company, who then blamed the Darklands Federation again. The current whereabouts of B4RK is unknown, but it is estimated he is somewhere between the outer galaxy and Withergate. Additional notes: 1. His cyberhounds won't live to see his return. 2. Was previously a private in the Apex Army and IRS.